I'm Zach, and if I'm not acting stupid, then something's probably wrong.
I'm Ben, and if I'm not acting gay, I'm straight.
That makes a lot of sense. As the founder and president of the Straight Coaster Club.
I promise this will only go on for like another week, and then it's done.
Until you get people registered.
Yeah, suddenly all the messages come in. Like, how do I join? How do I really believe in the group's message.
It's weird that to see a coaster club that advertises how discreet they are, but you know.
It's like it's like the cultural response to Heated Rivalry, right? Like, I think Heated Rivalry being one of the most popular shows right now, I think Straight Coaster Club is the perfect pairing to that.
That's what you're watching on the bus.
Have you seen Have you seen the Heated Rivalry?
I have not.
Oh, it's I think objectively it is good, but it is very gay. But it's good. It's the same guy that did Letterkenny and all that. Or Short. So it's like the writing, the story, the production, it's all like, it's actually like pretty legit. It's pretty good. It just happens to follow.
Did you ever catch a feel for your boy?
Do you know about the storyline at all?
You said it was very gay, and it's the guy from Letterkenny, so that's all I could think.
It's a story about two closeted gay hockey players that fall in love on opposing teams. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, like pro or?
Yeah, like a fictional NHL. Like, they're the two star players in the league as well. So like in, you know, the optics of the league, they're like the two best players in the world, and they're, you know, a rivalry behind the scenes. They're fucking once a year.
Oh, scandalous.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's actually, I think Craig watched it like 4 times.
Oh, okay.
Everybody was watching it over the holiday break. But, yeah. So.
I have been out of touch since long before.
Yeah, well, it's weird. This is kind of the only recent show that's had this sort of a cultural effect, I think. Other than maybe White Lotus. I don't know.
Which I also have not seen. I think I'm just bad at watching TV.
I mean, that's fine. I never was in on any of those shows until recently. Like, I remember after COVID, everyone is into Euphoria. Remember that one?
Yeah, but I also haven't seen that one.
Yeah, same. I saw like 2 episodes of it, and I was like, this looks stupid.
The most recent show I've watched was Long Story Short.
I don't think I know what that is.
It's an animated show from the guy that did BoJack.
Okay.
It's really interesting with the way it plays with format. It's about this family. And it's like, it just shows various vignettes of moments of this family or members of it, but it's not linear. So like there'll be a scene from like 93, and like the main characters are kids, and then it goes to like 2015 and that character is talking to their kids. You know, it's interesting.
Okay.
It got renewed for a second season,
Cool.
so I think that's coming out this year. The first season was last year. I dug it.
Is that
Netflix.
an HBO thing? Okay. Nice.
But like I'm trying to do this thing now where like we rotate what service we're subscribed to.
Yeah, because now with it's all bullshit. Because now it's basically it's circled
Yeah,
back
exactly.
to cable.
But the nice thing is you can rotate. So like if your show comes out, you wait till all of them are out, and then you just do the 1 month of that service and binge them.
Yeah,
unless you like
true.
are one of like you really need to see the show at the time it uploads. But like I don't know, Severance will come back, and then it's like I'll just wait till all of them are out and just binge it in like a week.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's like, man, I just hate. There was that little bit of period of when like Netflix was $5 and it had
And everything.
Remember that? It literally had everything. It was like the best thing ever. I was like, why would I ever?
And then
not
they
have
invented
this?
Hulu, and everything that wasn't on Netflix was on Hulu. So like,
Yeah,
it's like, okay, I can get another one because like then it's totally everything. There's shit on there that wasn't on Netflix, and you're like, holy shit, I didn't even know I wanted to watch The Facts of Life, but yeah.
yeah. And Hulu was good when you wanted to see a new show, like a new episode that just came out.
It'd be like, oh fuck,
Like
the
if you-
Cleveland show.
Yeah. And even you didn't even have to really subscribe. They had like an ultra free version that just had regular ads.
Yeah, dude, Hulu was legit
And
when it first launched.
yeah, like and then probably around I remember in 2013, I think, if I remember correctly, it was what House of Cards and Orange is the New Black were like the two streaming oriented produced shows.
Yeah,
I think.
dude, and Orange is the New Black was like
And then
really good back then.
yeah, the first season was
couple were
actually pretty good.
But like it really fell
then
apart hard
from that-
towards the end.
Yeah. And that was kind of the end of streaming services. Like that kind of was the downfall because then at that point I think it was still maybe like $10.
Well, and there was
know.
like
It's just
quality control on the content. Now they're like,
yeah.
I guess Mr. Beast does a Squid Game show. And they're like, yeah, cool. They're like, I guess Randy Quaid can do Christmas Vacation 3 where he's the lead as Cousin Eddie. Good, sold. Green light.
Yeah. And then they started taking a bunch of shit out. Really, like that probably happened. I mean, I guess it's been probably a while now. But when would Paramount Plus and that was all what?
Yeah,
COVID?
everything's within the past like
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 years.
And now Netflix doesn't even have like regular shit. It's all their own shit.
They
A
have
lot
the
of it's not
weirdest,
even good.
most specific reality competition shows where it's like the world's best fentanyl cake baker. It'd be like these people are all addicted to fentanyl and also bake. Who can make the best cake while high on fentanyl? And you're like, this is a fucking 8-episode reality show. What is happening?
Yeah. It's all slop.
I swear to God, like, how do we get a pitch meeting?
Yeah, I don't even know. But here's a question though. To circle back to Coaster, are RMCs the equivalent of like Netflix and AI slop?
No, I'd call them more like superhero movies. When they're rare,
that's a good way to.
It's like, whoa, these are awesome. But then when there's like 16 of them in a summer, you're like, I can't anymore. I don't give a shit about this.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it because there's going to be comparisons. I know B&M was the same way, Arrow was the same way. I get it. It's not exactly fair, but I think.
But let's
I love
think for a second here, because RMC really hasn't been building a ton recently.
No, they kind of did all of the projects they could do, and then for some reason the market just doesn't have any work.
Well, hold on,
which is kind of weird.
There's kind of a big elephant in the room. The boss.
What's that? Yeah. Although, honestly, I kind of hope they don't touch that one. I kind of have a love.
Well, I guess we got to talk about fucking Enchanted Parks.
Yeah, I don't even know what this is. Like, I've seen the like YouTube thumbnails, but I don't even know what the fuck this is.
First of all, welcome back to Your Favorite Coaster Sucks. We're an all roller coaster podcast where occasionally we'll delve into the ups and downs of streaming and the world of post art content. Getting back to the discussion at hand, and as far as I understand, Enchanted Parks, aside from being a very AI sounding Disney ripoff, they're acquiring a handful of parks they've filed trademarks for, and they literally are just going to call them Enchanted Parks and then the name of the park.
Okay, so there's Michigan's Adventure.
So the Enchanted Parks, Michigan's Adventure.
I'm assuming, is that Six Flags St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Weird. Okay.
And then the rest of them are like water parks.
Yeah. I wonder who owns Enchanted Parks.
I mean, that's a good question. Kieran Burke? Is that you?
Is it tied to Six Flags?
Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering. Is it like the old Premier Parks people, the previous Six Flags? Like, that's what I'm saying. Kieran Burke? Is that you? Fucking Daniel Schneider? That you? You know? Go back through the history, right? Like Jim Reed Anderson? That you?
Yeah. Huh. I mean, it makes sense to have kind of a like almost like a little bit of a collection of smaller, I guess they're not niche parks, but like it does make sense to have a smaller operator. But I'm surprised about Six Flags St. Louis. Does that mean that park is not profitable if Six Flags is selling it?
My guess is that, okay, so we all know, kind of a joke at this point, capital investment was generally non-existent at St. Louis, like coaster-wise, because they built Evel Knievel, American Thunder now, and fuck, 2008, right? And then they didn't add a coaster other than that Boomerang, which was relocated from Texas, until, good golly, Miss Molly, when they add that Junior Vekoma racing thing last year, 24, 25? 24.
Yeah.
So you're talking, what, almost 15 years? No major capital investment? My guess is that they installed the pair of Pescetti bowls, which they decided to call Kid Flash.
Kid Flash.
Right, at Georgia and Fiesta. And those were, you know. But my guess is those actually moved the needle despite being failures in terms of ROI. Like attendance-wise or something. Whereas the Vekoma Jr. that went to St. Louis, and I can't remember the name of it, probably didn't do anything. And it didn't matter then. But then, you know, the newly formed merged company is looking back through the years of financials and going, well, fuck, what do we gonna keep this property that's not, we put a coaster there and it didn't move the needle.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, because water parks and Michigan's Adventure, and I guess I could see this for St. Louis or even Six Flags America, are those types of parks that will always have the same amount of people coming through the gates year after year, no matter what they build or don't build. And so it kind of needs a different type of management than, say, a park like Cedar Point or Great America that needs to be super dynamic and always growing.
Right. Yeah. And the other thing to think about too is that, like, really think about their portfolio of properties. They're what, like 40 properties? That's a shitload for an industry that's so specific regionally. Right? Because, like, the operations of one park to another, even if they're in the same general region, can vary greatly. And the clientele and the traffic flow, you know what I mean? And so, like, managing fucking 40 of those, that's a tall order. So I think it's probably a cut the losses or like, and what it, like, we don't really know what they envision the brand identity being going forward, or, you know, but that might clue us in a little bit. In that, right, if they're getting rid of St. Louis and Michigan's Adventure and these water parks, then it seems like probably they want to focus on big roller coaster thrill parks, places that already have that established identity.
Sure.
Or places that have the potential to, right?
Yeah, and that line of thinking kind of makes sense with even a park like Valley Fair or Elitch.
That's what I'm saying. Those have more potential in my mind to become roller coaster regional destinations more or less than certainly Michigan's Adventure. St. Louis is kind of interesting. Like Michigan's Adventure, I feel like you're so close to Cedar Point that there's no point in them investing anything because it's not going to do anything.
Yeah. And that park does well on its own anyway. It's basically a park with it's like a company picnic kind of park.
Right. But it's going to sit where it sits at. Unless,
yeah.
I mean, they spend who knows how many hundreds of millions of dollars completing a full loop and filling out the park with like attractions. But again, that seems like a huge financial risk when you're a couple hours from Cedar Point.
Yeah, and the fact that they've never done that so far means that, I mean, I don't see anything changing for that region of the state anytime soon.
I can't imagine huge major capital investment going into Michigan's Adventure. Like, I feel like it's kind of in the spot it's in, which is why they're getting rid of it, right? It's like, yeah, it makes money, but it makes what it makes. There's no way to invest in it to make more without potentially fucking Geauga Lake in the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
So they're probably like, well, instead of trying to dump, $900 million into making this park big and competing directly with Cedar Point, we can just hand it to somebody else. And if they want to spend all that money, try to compete with Cedar Point, go ahead. But that's a huge gamble,
Also, too, I forgot that it doesn't have a full loop.
Yeah, it's kind of like an L shape with a little bit of a thing at the top.
Yeah. I got so drunk there last time I was there in like 2012.
I need to get there again. Well, I mean, my wife does. She needs the credits, and I'd love to get back on Shivering Timbers.
Getting the credits and leaving.
I mean, honestly, it's not a bad day trip from Chicago.
No. And it is like, there is something fun about going to a small park like that where you're not, it's like your day at the park is not just some big checklist, so you kind of can just relax and have fun. I always had fun here.
I feel like you can also get through the whole place in like 2 to 3 hours tops.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Last time I was there in 2012, we were in the last row of the parking lot.
Oh my God.
Because it was so full.
That parking lot does not mess around either. Because it's the whole length of Shivering Timbers.
Yeah, and yeah, it was a Saturday in August, and it was like a company buyout kind of day. The place was slammed, and an old Cedar Point, a friend of mine, we like drove out there. Dude, that was a wild trip thinking back on it. We went to like a thrift store and we were like, let's just buy like the dumbest shirts we can find. And then we got super drunk in the parking lot. And then we waited an hour and a half for the SLC. And then afterwards, we weren't thinking. We were kind of just planning on sleeping in the car and waiting to sober up. And he's like, oh, actually, there's this like girl I've been like, I kind of know. I've like fucked her a couple times. She lives nearby. And so her like mom and her came to the parking lot. She drove my car, and then we went back to her place, and it was like in a trailer park. So I'm not sitting on the floor of a living room in a trailer, and it's this girl and my friend are in the room, and they break the bed. I'm sitting out in the living room with like, I think her like a roommate, and then like her mom, and then some other neighbor girl. And I didn't know him. I just met him, and I had been like heavy drinking all day, so I'm kind of like exhausted and sobering up. I don't even know why I'm there. And then like the bed breaks, and we all just start laughing. But it was super awkward. And then yeah, memories.
Good God. That's definitely some drunk movement. Break the bed and shit. Just the idea of like you're somewhere outside of Muskegon, Michigan, too drunk to drive in a trailer park. Outside of a trailer.
Yeah, and then like a girl and her mom comes on like a recon mission to save our car and pick us up.
I remember I went on a trip there to Michigan's Adventure with our buddy, and for some reason we got a hotel room. I don't remember why.
To go for 2 days, wasn't it? I think I remember that because I was supposed to go and the ride was down, so you had to stay until the next day or something.
SLC. That's right. Yeah, it was for the SLC when it opened. But I already had the credit from Geauga Lake. But yeah, we stayed at a hotel that was like not even super close. It was like 20, 25 minutes away. So I don't know why we did that. Because that was definitely like the drive to and from Chicago was definitely not more than 4 hours. I'm going to say closer to like 3, maybe even 2.
Yeah.
So
I think I even remember you guys called me on that trip. And you're like trying to make me jealous, and I'm just like, I don't know, it's just an SLC. And Eric was like, no, like you don't understand.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much I tried to make you jealous. I think I was just more like, dude, you should be here. We drove all the way to Michigan for an SLC. You should have been part of this.
And what's funny about Muskegon is that it's pretty much, I always forget that it's like directly across the lake from
you can
Milwaukee.
like put your car on a ferry.
Yeah. It's like $150 if you do the car thing, which is a lot when you're, in high school, but it's what is this? 83 miles across.
I feel like it's probably slower though. Yeah.
The ferry? I think it's
okay
2 hours. But to drive it, it's probably like 3.5.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but that's from Milwaukee.
Yeah,
because that's the thing. It's from Chicago. It's like, yeah, you can go up to Milwaukee, but then you got to spend the gas to get to Milwaukee, or you just drive straight there.
Yeah, and once you're out of like Gary, there's no real traffic.
Yeah,
or
right.
anything,
you get out of Chicago and the Chicagoland area, and it's like, okay, you're not going to Detroit. Not that there's tons of traffic there, but you know.
Yeah. I remember, actually, that's another random memory. We were on a family trip the first time we ever went to Cedar Point, I think in 2000. And so our family, we took a road trip to Ohio, and where 94 and 90 split, I think we stayed on 94 accidentally, and we ended up going into Michigan because it's like 10 minutes away. And so then we were like, oh, look, we're accidentally in Michigan. Like, let's take a picture. This is our first time here, in front of the welcome to Michigan sign.
I fucking did that shit when I went there in like 2012 or 13. Went on to 94 at the split. Was like, oh shit.
Yep. Yeah, because then even the turnpike starts. Yeah, that the Ohio or the Indiana part, I always forget you can do. There's some way to do it where you can avoid the tolls of Indiana, and you like come down through Ohio. I remember doing that with this a friend, I had a coworker I worked with, and she was like, "Oh, I'll drive you to Cedar Point, and I'll go hang out with my friend for the weekend." And she's like, "Oh, I know some way to get there avoiding the tolls," but it added like an hour. It's like, I don't know if this is worth saving the $10 to do this, but
you're spending more than $10 in gas. And that difference.
Yeah. Or like that, or like driving with Jerome. He was like, "Oh, I have this route on it from MapQuest that'll save like the $1.50 toll."
Oh yeah, where you take like 800 different redneck ass back roads and go like, where the fuck
it's
are
like
we?
Yeah, there's like a packet that's stapled with like all these different directions on it just to avoid like a single toll.
The type of route where now Google would be like, "Are you sure you want to go there?"
Yeah, there's also that big one on where you take 41, I think, instead of 94 to go to Gurney.
That one's fine.
That one's not too bad. That adds like maybe
if you're going to Great America, it's just as easy. That's a blast from the past right there, man, because I lived in Waukegan for several years, as you know.
Yeah. Also that I also remember driving from your place or Eric's place to Great America trying to avoid tolls.
Yeah, you could do 94.
Like,
because it turned into 41.
But to go to Six Flags from like your place, isn't there a way you could avoid 294 altogether?
Yeah, you'd have to go. Basically, you'd have to take the streets all the way to 94.
Oh, like, yeah, that's right.
Where my parents live was closer to 294. So you'd have to like go out of the way a bit, like, because you could get right on the highway like about a mile from my parents, but you probably have to drive like 4 or 5 miles to get to the highway on the streets over to 94. Right. You do that, you know, adds an extra 15-20 minutes. And then, because the thing is, 41 has stoplights in Illinois. So you add like an additional like,
yeah, that's right,
15-20 minutes potentially over the toll time. So
Yeah.
really by the time you get to Six Flags from like where my parents live, you're adding like 40 minutes. Oh, there was another toll freeway too from
Yeah.
my parents' place. You could take 21. I'm not going to blow up the spot on where my parents live on a podcast, but we'll just say Illinois 21 and we'll keep it vague. Because I think referencing all these things is like kind of already triangulating it a bit.
True, but there's probably like 5 million people in the area we've triangulated.
Yeah, there's definitely several 100,000 just in it, like, yeah. So I'm not super worried about it. But either way, anyway, point being, yeah, you could take 21 all the way, which is just a road with stoplights and shit, all the way up, and it would take you directly to the park. You'd go, as you were approaching the park, you would go over 94.
Yeah, that's right. All to save like what, $3?
Yeah, right. Although I remember doing that drive, and then because along that route you go from Cook County to Lake County, right? Because Great America's in Lake County, and we'd stop at that speedway because the cigarettes were way cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a point where cigarettes in Wisconsin were like $2 cheaper.
Yeah,
and they weren't fire
I feel
safe.
like whenever I went to Wisconsin, I got them. But I also remember like you'd be like, you should just go up there and get them. But it's like you'd have to drive like another 20 minutes north from Great America.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I'm like an hour away from my folks' place or more.
I mean, yeah, it's another way to save like a couple dollars at a time. But it's different when you're like a teenager.
True.
Though money's different. Just like walking to Burger King to not spend like $12 on a Six Flags
back
meal.
when that actually made a difference, because we've had that conversation here before, but it's fine. I'll bring it up again. It's a very interesting point in that when we were kids, theme park food was marked up like crazy and thusly was expensive as hell. But now the prices haven't really gone up a ton. Like 20 years ago, a burger at Six Flags was $18. And today, a burger at Six Flags is $18. The difference is, and it includes like fries and a drink and stuff. The difference is now fucking McDonald's costs $18 to get the same shit. Whereas it was like
every time
$6 20 years ago for McDonald's. So you go, yeah, or Burger King, right? Because right across from Six Flags, and yeah, we'd walk over there.
Well, there was a whole point too where like I remember getting an entire meal, fast food meals, for less than $5.
Yeah, I remember we would go after the park closed to like White Castle or Taco Bell. And I remember for like $12, you could max the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And now, good luck.
Now you just got max force.
right? And like $12 at Taco Bell. I mean, maybe you could get a couple value menu items, but yeah, I definitely remember going to those two specifically because it'd be like, no, I'll get like 2 tacos and a soda, or I'll get like just the cheapest combo at White Cat, like 2 sliders and a soda. But now, yeah, I don't know. There's no savings there.
Yeah. At least there's 500-foot roller coasters.
If you want to join the Straight Coaster Club and go to Saudi Arabia.
Have you seen I was just trying to look at like recent POVs. It's been operating as it should, it seems like, without issues. So I need to go there now. I really want to go.
Okay.
If only there was a way to go there. Like if there's a way to make a work trip out of it. But also too, like there's so many fucking coasters out there. Like if you just go on, like there's a Skyrocket 2, and in like some rent, they have a lot of those like nighttime markets I'm seeing, where it's like a bunch of shops and like food and stuff, and then they're open till 2 a.m.
Okay.
So it almost seems like it'd be kind of tough to like park hop there, especially when places don't open until 5 o'clock.
Well, that makes sense because like, isn't it like Phoenix summer there most of the time?
Yeah, pretty much. This time of year, it seems like it's a little nicer though. Yeah.
But still, yeah, nothing opens during the day there. No, yeah, outdoor stuff.
No.
You have fun. I'll wait until they formally open up the Disney park in Abu Dhabi to get to that portion of the world.
So there's a Disney park in Abu Dhabi. Is there another Disney park going in somewhere now too? Wasn't there?
Not Abu Dhabi? Let me Google this so I'm not just talking out of my ass.
Well, because I knew about the new Disney park, I just don't.
I
didn't
think
know
it's
where
Abu
it was.
Dhabi, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's Abu Dhabi. Oh, okay. It's going to be at Yas Island.
Yes,
Island. Where they have the SeaWorld, Ferrari World, Warner Brothers World. Yeah, they're going to have Disneyland Abu Dhabi. Shit, that's a big trip then.
I mean, at this point, you're almost like 2 weeks in.
You need, for any Disney park, you're going to want at least 2 days, especially a new one. Like if you haven't been there before.
Is it going to be really that big though? Like, what's all
Nothing's
planned
been
for it?
announced yet.
Okay.
They just announced the park in May 2025. And there's an interesting looking castle type of thing. Kind of like a crystal looking castle right on the water.
Yeah.
Looks like
Is it going to be? Is it going to be like a sand castle?
that would be fun. Looks like there's going to be indoor portions. There's only one rendering. Like artist conceptual rendering. Looks like there's maybe some indoor portions, which makes sense. Oh, looks like possibly something similar to that, like proposed but never built Epcot Festival Center thing. Like that multi-level one that overlooked the water, or was going to overlook the water. If you Google Disney Abu Dhabi, you can find this rendering because there's only one. And like, looks like there might be a Tron. Maybe like a mine train or possibly log flume. Looks like maybe possibly Phantasmic they're hinting at.
Okay. Who owns Garfield these days?
I think the guy that created him still.
Okay, so they're not they're not part of anything right now.
No, they had a contract with Kennywood for the longest, but I don't think that was renewed.
I always thought it'd be funny to have like Garfield IP in Abu Dhabi.
He hates Mondays and loves lasagna. What else do you need to know?
Remember, he had like a whole bit about mailing Odie to Abu Dhabi.
No, but that's fucking funny.
Yeah, it had like a song and everything.
Well, I'm looking this up now.
It's a very like core memory childhood thing. Because as a kid, I had no idea where Abu Dhabi was. Yeah, Garfield, Abu Dhabi. It's like it knew.
He tries to mail Nermal to Abu Dhabi.
Oh, yeah, Nermal.
Okay.
That's right.
Which now I'm remembering that a little bit because he hated Nermal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I found a YouTube. Garfield, send to Abu Dhabi. He said, send this to Abu Dhabi. Tell him it's a new kind of artificial sweetener. That's funny.
Holy shit, they had there's a modern 3D animated Garfield. That looks terrifying.
Yo, it makes money, right? That guy or whoever owns him is not gonna let that die.
But also too, it's one of those things where it's like if you just brought back the cartoon as is, like I think it'd be popular. Like, do you have to? Make it
I
creepy.
I like I liked those when I was a kid. I liked it to the point where I ended up remembering I bought like some of the books where they would print the comic strips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, I had
So like,
those. Dude, I had a specific. I had a drawer in my desk that was uh, Garfield comics and Koosh balls.
tell me you grew up in the 90s without saying it.
Yeah, a little Koosh ball collection.
Okay. So speaking of 90s newspaper comic characters, what was up with the sticker of Calvin or Hobbes, whoever, pissing on stuff in the 90s?
I have no
You remember
idea.
that though, right?
I don't even know. That, I think the crossover that it was, there's like a crossover of like Tool fans and like Ford truck guys who are really into George Bush and those stickers. Obviously before Bush, but like, you know.
That guy would go on to wear a red hat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
That seems really appropriate and correct.
Lots of monsters. Um, yeah, I met it's like Monster, Tool, like white American Eagle t-shirt or like Abercrombie with like the cheap Walgreens cologne and the necklace, like kind of like the chain necklace, maybe a cross necklace. Across from what? And yeah, like in a Ford red hat.
Yeah, man. Gonna want to take you a big old dip.
That's like a West Bend stereotype. The West Bend's weird. I went back there for Christmas.
Do they
It's
still have it? Sorry, go
not
ahead.
as the George
Well,
Webb.
that I was gonna say, do they still have a Taco Bell? But yeah.
Yeah, they've got two
Oh,
of them
holy
now.
shit! Things have grown.
I don't know about the George Webb. I doubt it. I don't even think those things are around. I remember going there like you can smoke inside.
I do remember, and I don't know what it says about me that as like a 20-year-old, I was super excited about that.
Actually, do you remember when smoking sections were like a new thing at Six Flags
Yes.
parks? Yeah, that was like in '07,
Yep.
which is kind of funny because I don't even know what they did before that. Where they're just like urns that you just had to like that they just trusted people to put
No,
in
I
or
think it was just like the street where like you'd smoke while you were walking around.
just
Yeah, not in the
not in
queue
queue
line. Yeah,
lines.
hence why they had the signs that say no smoking in the queue line.
Yeah.
And but yeah, you just smoke walking around. And like, do you remember that Cedar Point documentary from the Discovery Channel where it's like a day in the life and they go through all the different departments?
Oh yeah, and the
Yes.
sweepers
Yep.
talking about the cigarette butts. Yeah.
So yeah, I think like if you were polite, you would toss them in the trash can. But most people are not, and so they ended up on the ground.
Sweeping was actually kind of fun.
You did that?
It's I wasn't a sweep, but occasionally if we were like overstaffed or we're trying to rotate people out for breaks and stuff, like one person would go sweep. We had like a sweeping rotation. It was like the hangover rotation where if like you needed to cool off, like you came in and you were still ripped from the night before, like it's like, yeah, just go like sweep for an hour and come back. Or we'd also use the sweep rotation as a way to go smoke cigarettes because then you would just hide behind one of the like the pool pump buildings and no one could see you. Smoke a cigarette quick and then just come back out.
Makes sense. Yeah, I remember when I was last working at a theme park at Great America. In the position I was in, that was like a easy way to meet people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because there was a smoking area right outside of the main entertainment office that ironically caught fire. Probably.
From smoking.
Probably because like
Nice, yeah.
It's the entertainment department. So everybody smokes, right? So that thing would just get full of cigarettes. And like, you know, it would be park services or whatever the department's called, their job to come around and clean it. So
yeah.
That probably didn't happen often enough for the amount of smokers that were back there. And now they don't allow smoking in the Six Flags parks at all. No smoking areas, nothing.
Damn, I guess it's been so long since I've had a cigarette in a park. I just didn't even realize that was a thing.
It's been like slow going to arrive there because even as of when we did our Southern California meetup last year, Magic Mountain still had smoking areas.
Yeah. Okay.
But now, yeah, no. But that's fine. It's for the better. I got to imagine that people were getting pretty damn annoying with like vapes and stuff.
Yeah, in a way, vape kind of killed smoking in public.
And that's fine. You really don't, like, there's no need for people blowing giant clouds. You know?
One thing though, it would be funny to see someone vape like on a roller coaster. It's like a smoke trail.
Yeah, dude, I always wanted to like light a cigarette on the lift hill of a ride.
I mean, you could pull that off at
Holy shit, you're right. No one would give a shit.
And no one would care. I mean, it has been a while since I've been in there, but you know, I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me though. I'm. What's weird is okay. It's been 13 years. No, that's not true. 10 years since I've been in there, and it's kind of funny to think how nothing has like changed in that park for 20 years. Other than, oh no, that's not true. They have the fucking Tower of Icarus or whatever, the tallest water slide.
Yeah, nothing though, really.
There is actually a even the fucking like every photo of that's taken from of this park, even like the Wisconsin Dells official website photo of this park, like the park looks like shit. Also, too, they tore down that whole family land section in the back where all the old slides were. So now there's just this giant grass field that I don't
What the
even know
fuck?
what they're doing
Like
with.
when they tore out the fucking water coaster, and then it was. Remember they had the water coaster there?
Oh yeah,
Dive to Atlantis.
yeah, that's right. And then it became a state park like shelter, a picnic shelter.
Yeah, it was just nothingness replaced it basically. That water coaster was the jankest fucking piece of jank shit ever.
Was it Hopkins?
Yeah, probably. I can't remember. To our CDB we go.
Dive
what
to
a piece
Atlantis.
Of shit. Myler. I didn't even know Myler made a fucking water coaster. What the hell?
I mean, they probably didn't until when they were building. They probably because they had that little Titans Myler coaster, and they probably just like, hey, can you do like a water coaster? And Myler's like, I mean, I guess. Oh no, Myler had the traveling log ride, I think, that traveled around the east on the west coast. So that actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It traveled with the same fare as one of the high milers, or there's like a portable fair miler coaster that traveled.
Yeah, there's a picture of the control panel on our CDB, and it says Myler water flume, custom built for Big Chief carts and coasters. Yeah, that thing was so jank.
It also had like such shitty capacity.
It was like literally a log flume, and there was only like, I don't know, 8 boats or whatever. And
maybe
I remember it went about the same speed as like Loggers Run or Yankee Clipper before the lift hill, after the drop, around that entire turnaround, getting all the way back to the station. So you're just like slowly going around these giant turn to meander back to the station.
Mm-hmm. I remember when it was brand new. Because when did it open? Yeah, 04 to 07.
Wow, that's such a short run.
Because I remember when, probably in like 04, I had no idea it was new. Because it was built the same year as Avalanche. And I remember going to Noah's Ark with like neighbors or something, and not knowing that this was new, and seeing it, I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that like a Togo stand-up? Because you could barely see it from the road. And then driving past Avalanche, I was like, what the fuck is that? And that thing blew my mind.
Dude, I wish Avalanche was still there.
Yeah, Avalanche was so good. And it is funny how you can tell it's kind of like one of the first. It was like almost like a pre-RMC.
Yeah, it was designed by Alan Chilke, just with apparently.
Yeah. And you can tell just from like the profiling of the hills and the turns and the way that like the bunny hills were maximized to provide airtime. It's definitely like very RMC.
Yeah, and because of how short the trains were, every seat had airtime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was so fast. I'm feeling like it just like was so intensely fast, even though it was so small.
And that first bank turn was like kind of forceful
Yeah,
too.
dude, like that layout was crazy. The double triangle, like encircling the property, basically.
Oh yeah, and there's a photo of Avalanche on RCDB where you can see Hades in the background, like off in the distance. It is kind of a weird. It was a weird sight because like there's no other place, I don't think, really in the world where you could see such a tall roller coaster like off in the distance like that
I
from
see.
another
Picture
roller
number
coaster.
7.
Yeah. Because there's no theme parks that are that big. Because it was probably maybe 2 miles down the road. Yeah, I remember because I definitely remember riding Avalanche opening year. Hades was still under construction because they started building it the summer before it opened. And they had just the turnaround and like part of the first, and like I think the first like lift hill. And you could see it from Avalanche, and like seeing it off to this, and just like, holy shit, like it's so crazy to think that there was like actually a fun, exciting period of the Wisconsin Dells, and now there hasn't been shit in so long. I suppose it's probably similar to like Vegas in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, tourist traps are tourist traps.
Yeah.
I decided it would be fun to go on TPR on the forums and type in Hades and go to the last page.
And
what major 2005 coaster are you looking forward to the most?
Nice.
Wait, hold on. What if I type in I looked up your old account.
Oh god.
Random. Plays with fire. Oh, you're promoting your videos.
Oh wait, I can probably find that actually.
Some asshole named M-Force Forever applied to one of your threads.
Nice. I was gonna look. Did you have any Avalanche video on your YouTube?
There's one that has Mount Olympus and Avalanche from 2005. Let me go try to find it. That's
M-Force Forever.
The dude, which we didn't talk about it on here. It was 20 years ago. My first coaster video uploaded onto that channel.
Oh
Yeah, that was
shit.
January 16th, 2006. So that's hey, there you are in 2012.
Damn, how terrifying is it to see the number 20 in the years ago thing on
I'm not
YouTube?
huge on that, but it is what it is. Cuz I'm like I was definitely an age at that point.
It is funny how like I don't know, like we're kind of, I guess not, it's not the case anymore, but we were so used to like technology and websites changing so fast, rapidly over and over and over. And now like YouTube is still around. It's kind of weird to think about.
Yeah, it is. Like it's not only just around, it's like it's the standard, you know? Here,
Yeah.
on the Discord, I'm going to post the video. So yeah, 20 years now.
Oh, and there's my alert. The diet. You have a little footage of
Very
Dive
little,
to
but yeah.
Atlantis.
And a very copyrighted song. Cuz you know, roller coaster videos only came in music video style back then. Ooh, and this is a jank POV.
For the time,
Do you
though,
remember
it's
that
not too
camera I
bad.
had though? It was
I
a
think
high 8
so.
camera.
Oh, high eight. No, I never saw the high eight one. The one you had
Yeah,
later is
that
the same
was
one I
once I
had.
got that like for Christmas 2005. So I had it for 2006,
Yeah.
but in 2000
God, even like, oh my God, so young. It's funny too because now that Cyclops has been super reprofiled, like it doesn't run like this anymore. But you can tell how Cyclops, how intense it was just from the off ride. Yeah, it's so weird to think about how there was actually like how the Dells for coasters was actually kind of like Holiday World at one point.
yo. Hello? I don't know what the hell
Yeah.
happened. Like my
Why? What
browser
happened?
crashed and I don't know. Hold on a second. I'm going to stop this recording. Okay. Um didn't want to toot my own horn too hard, but I thought the editing was pretty good on that video.
Yeah, and that's like what Windows Movie Maker, '05 Windows Movie Maker.
Damn straight it was.
Yeah. It What's funny about Movie Maker was actually okay. Did you ever do the auto edit where like you could upload a bunch of clips and then it would basically make like an auto video? I can't describe it. Hold on, there's something. It would basically go at random and clip like 3-4 second pieces of all of your clips and then put them in a random order.
No. That
But
sounds
it
really weird.
but it would always take the worst ones too. So it'd just be like random shit. Actually, there's a There's a fun. I don't even know if I can find it though anymore. Somebody did that with the Six Flags Magic Mountain video, and they just used like the auto edit, and it looks so bad. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. I thought it was maybe in my favorites, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I remember. It's just the Windows Movie Maker was not bad, but it wasn't good either.
Yeah.
Like, it was fine.
Well, the resolution would drop out anytime you did any sort of transition effect.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, so on the Dells shit, like there was a time when the Dells was basically like better than Holiday World for wooden coasters.
Yeah. That's a little spicy, but I'll accept it.
I mean, with Hades and Avalanche, those two, like Hades and Avalanche, was like the rival to Raven and Legend. I mean, this was pre Voyage too, so like obviously Voyage was built in 06, and then Mount Olympus was downhill ever since then. But 05 though, Dells was lit. That was like where every coaster enthusiast was trying to go to for those two rides. And then you also had Cyclops was solid. Zeus was like so, but you know, it was fine.
I mean, yeah, Cyclops always had that one drop, man, that insane drop.
But ever since Gravity Group redid Hades and Avalanche got taken out, like the Dells just kind of doesn't have anything going on anymore.
Yeah. It's kind of, why would you go? And I haven't for a long time. Since Hades 360. I think that was the last time I was there.
Yeah, I got a couple rides on that, and I haven't been back since. It's there was that one time we were thought about going, and then after that Great America meetup, but honestly, like it for some reason it was just like I do not have the energy to go to that park right now. The park of hassles.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem worth going to, really. Unless you haven't been. Or, like, for some reason you, like, really want to get drunk at a park. That's a really good one to do that at.
Yeah, but don't do it alone.
No.
Yeah, we were talking about parks that it's like parks that are fun to go to alone and parks that aren't fun to go to alone as an adult. That's not one of them.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I think I would only go there with like a group or if my wife wanted to go.
Yeah. Any place with just a bunch of tourists, like tourists are not, it's not fun to be around like families on like vacation when you're alone for some reason.
It gets really annoying really quick.
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to get to that thing. Whereas like families, it's like a lot of like dawdling, you know, taking time.
Yeah.
You're there by yourself. You're like, I'm going to get to that ride. I just want to go already. Like, quit fucking around, you know? These kids need to move. Why can't I have a cigarette?
And also too, like when you're there and like when something annoys you, but then you see people like actually thinking the thing that they're doing is like really fucking fun.
Yeah, or like the classic, like, we paid $90 a person to be here. We're having a good time.
Yeah. The cost of theme parks really gets fucking. It really gets, you know, known once you try to take a family of 4 or 5 to a theme park for the day.
Yeah, no kidding. That's why right now. Oh, I guess I haven't mentioned that I'm a dad on this podcast. That happened. Why did we not upload for 6 months straight? I had a kid.
Yeah, none of us were in jail.
Yeah, no, nothing bad happened. Life got a little bit busy for a while. I still have a kid. He is a little bit older than he was when he was born now. But anyway, he is free to get into all parks for like the next couple years. So,
oh yeah, because they do it by like what, height or age or something.
yeah, it's like until they're 3.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
So, and I think like, you know, it also depends on the park, right? Like, you can probably stretch it a little bit longer at like Six Flags.
Yeah.
But if you go to like Disney, they're going to ask the kid if they look like they're 3 or older. And be like, how old are you, buddy? You know how kids do. They won't lie. They'd be like, I'm 3.
Yep.
Oh, do you have a ticket for him? But yeah, he's free right now. So I think that's a part of the plan, right? Upside, downside. Upside, it's free to get him in. Downside, he can barely go on any rides.
Yeah, just put him on like an Intamin, sneak him on.
Yeah, I want him to experience airtime, not just like for me messing with him and like bouncing him around. I'm like, no, dude, you need to like experience ejector airtime. It's my son. But no, yeah, he can go on a lot of the rides at Disneyland.
Yeah, because they allow the whole like lap thing, right?
Yeah, and when like in like everything in Fantasyland, you know, it's like slow moving dark rides and stuff.
Yeah.
He can go on like everything in Fantasyland. He can go on any of the slow moving dark rides. So, you know, there's enough. And it's free to bring him in.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, yeah, if a work trip works out, doing the Great America thing would be kind of fun at some point. I don't know about Vallejo. That's like, I guess there's zoos, there's like animals and stuff. I guess that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, dude, if you do the Bay, that's something to consider. And then also like if you want to do a small road trip from San Francisco, you can get to Magic Mountain in about 5 hours.
Yeah, although I think I'm good on Magic Mountain. Not until they build something good. I don't hate the park. I don't know. I just don't love it anymore.
I feel like their ride collection on the whole, the rides are like generally like more intense than I enjoy.
Yeah. And even that thrill glider with inversions and stuff, I think I'm going to be too tall for the thrill glider anyway. Now, I've never been denied for height recently. I've figured out ways to get on certain rides I'm not supposed to, but yeah, we'll see. I think what was it?
Oh, go ahead.
I think the Zamperla like straddle coasters are 6'3" as the limit.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you'll be all right.
It is Magic Mountain after all, so
Yeah, just tip them. Slide them a 10. You'll be good. But no, yeah, I was gonna say the thing that I love about Magic Mountain is that it's essentially like it's got the inherent 90s, early 2000s Six Flags trademark characteristics.
yeah, for sure.
Like I can, when I'm at that park, it like really, it's like living nostalgia. It's very weird.
Which is cute, but without any new rides in like 10 years, it's for, what was at one point like one of the biggest theme parks in the world. It's just, I just wish there was a little more there.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a tough spot, I think, because like they have like an aged collection, but nothing except for maybe like Tatsu is like, and X2 is really that like much of a signature type of ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe Twisted Colossus. Maybe, but like, I mean, like, I love like Ninja and Gold Rusher.
Yeah, the arrows are still my favorite.
And I think that's the other thing is like now I'm like waiting for them to announce that Viper's going to be done. And it's like, fuck it, 5 hours, let's go.
I mean, that's kind of I kind of hope that does happen. I mean, I don't, but that might be what will allow them to build like their next major coaster. especially since Viper was built with such a like entry presence, and it's on the hill and it kind of towers over everything. So it would make sense if they could do something else with that. If they could do like, I don't know, like a mock, almost like that Hyperion or something. Just something like nice and tall with inversions, airtime.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Because they need like an airtime coaster.
Yeah, they really don't have. I mean, I guess Apocalypse, but Apocalypse is running like garbage.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Apocalypse much anymore. I mean, I guess like the RMCs.
Yeah.
But you know. But
Well,
I like Magic Mountain. I enjoy the fact that to me, it feels like it takes me right back to the whole like RCT2 and Batman the Ride, like that whole time period. The like 92 to 2002 Six Flags.
yeah. No, and that makes, I definitely feel, I do enjoy the park atmosphere there. I just, yeah, I just want that little bit more.
Well, no, and I think that's part of it is like, yeah, their coaster collection is very aged. Although I still give Riddler a lot of credit for that ride we got on it last year.
Yeah. And even that's good, but it's also like, it does feel, that ride even feels a little nostalgic too, which is kind of funny. It has that
Well,
like 90s
I mean, it opened
B&M.
in '98, so
Yeah.
I guess this is what aging is like.
I suppose. Doesn't have to be.
I guess this is growing up. Damn it. Oh, boy. Well, geez. We're fucking sitting here harping on Magic Mountain. I'm going to be honest, though. To me, Cedar Point doesn't feel terribly dissimilar, other than they have invested in a couple rides. But, like, it still feels like a lot of their draw is from, like, older rides.
Yeah. Although with Siren's Curse, I feel like they've definitely, well, with Siren's Curse and Dragster now, it's kind of revamped the park quite a bit. What's also funny, when we were there, Raptor was down, Gemini was down. So, but it has, I don't know. It's just, I guess the difference is that they're a lot of their stuff isn't clones, which is different than Magic Mountain, where like most of their stuff is clones.
I mean, it's not most.
I mean, Scream is a clone. Batman's a clone. I guess that's, Goliath is a clone.
Technically, Viper was a clone.
True.
But it's the last of its kind, so. Although, like, Viper and Titan or Goliath. I know Goliath's not a clone. Titan was the clone.
Yeah, that's true. Man, if Goliath had more airtime, I think the park would be fine.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided like that was a weird choice. They're like, how about we build a hypercoaster that has like a stupid amount of positives?
I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just that's something that would have been cool at, I don't know, Six Flags St. Louis or something.
Enchanted Park, St. Louis.
Yeah. or even if that went to Six Flags, like if I went to Discovery Kingdom or something, it's just it's not a match at Magic Mountain. Magic Mountain deserves like something more substantial. Although the people like it. I mean, every time when we were there, remember we tried to go ride it, or maybe I don't know if you went with us on the end of the first day. Goliath ended up having like an hour line in the evening.
I can't remember for sure. I do remember riding it though. But no, the line wasn't long when I went, so
Yeah,
I must not have joined you for that one. Oh, I also remember I had to leave the park for a few because I had some issue with my insulin pump.
yeah.
That's right. Yes, I do recall. That was a good meetup. And I know we've been maybe potentially talking about doing Texas.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one to plan for because we'll have to kind of wait and see what happens with the opening of I forgot the name of it, the Giga.
Yeah, I'm also kind of nervous about riding a fucking 300-foot tall B&M dive post Rakshasa, but
Yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely not going to ride it on the ends. I'll see how the reviews come out first.
if it's like Rakshasa, there'll be a sign in them seats.
Oh yeah, shit. Well, with my luck, I always get stuck in the dead middle. So
So you'll just be like, it's boring.
yeah, but I was relieved. Like my last scene Rakshasa review is like, well, I didn't experience the rattle personally, so I enjoyed the first ride, even in the middle. It was fun.
Yeah, your review was either going to be boring or fucking rally.
I mean, I just don't love dive coasters.
Yeah, you had your mind made up before the fucking ride. That's all right.
I actually didn't think it was like boring though, honestly. It was fine.
I was saying boo earns.
At least this one's 300 feet. So if it's boring, it's at least a giga.
I thought a Giga just had to be 287.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Lower that bar a little bit. And Ohio, fight me.
Well, speaking of Ohio, I also just realized I don't know why I was clicking around. There's a POV of Osiris And there's a section at the end of the ride where it looks like they let cows like graze, and I'm thinking like, what happens if the cows aren't out of the way and they let the coaster go and they
Everybody's getting hamburgers. I'm going to Bovine University. Damn, did I just get like 2 Simpsons references in like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Tell me you're a 90s kid without saying it, huh? Fucking A.
Well,
you got anything else, man?
No. After, what's weird is like now that Six Flags Dubai or Qiddiya opened, the coaster front's been a little boring.
You're right. It's like, maybe Disney will open a mine train. Just kidding. They are working on rock and roller coasters. Gonna get rethemed to the Muppets. So you little credit whores can count it as a new credit. They're gonna build that Vekoma suspended door coaster.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. The door coaster.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it'll be fun. I mean, it's a Vekoma family suspended that'll be indoors and themed.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the theming is all just going to be repurposed from Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue at Disney's California Adventure.
Oh, so it's like the same building and everything?
No, they're tearing that one down. And I think that they're literally going to take the animatronics from that, which are like not great, but they'll be better in a fast ride.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, I think they're taking the literal sets and animatronics that exist in that ride currently, and those are going to be the brunt of the theming for the ride.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bummer to lose one of the few family-friendly rides at DCA, but whatever. What are you going to do?
Sneak your kid in about lying with their age. Or train your kid how to lie with their age. Oh shit.
Well, that was weird. It crashed again.
Oh shit.
We better just wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening. You all done? Are you all done? Are you done?
Yeah. I'm all good.
All right. Sorry. Fuck. I'm like getting pissed off in my browser here. Anyway. Yeah, you're good. I'm good. Thank you all for listening so much. It's good to be back into the groove of doing this regularly. So we'll be back very soon to talk more coaster shit. Thank y'all so much. Hope you have a good one. And until next time, your
Your
favorite coaster
coaster sucks.
sucks.